Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Mythlok with your host, Nitin Nair. I'm really excited today because what we are doing is we have included another mythology from a new culture into our whole mix. Now, we did that a few episodes earlier by introducing Aboriginal myths into our podcast, but now we're going one step further and exploring the amazing mythology of pre-Islamic Middle East. And today we are focusing on Iranian mythology. Iranian mythology is unique because not only has it been a part of the whole Middle East that was existent before the growth and spread of Islam around the world, it also actually has a lot of characters that are in a small way still relevant in the society. With the growth of Islam, the whole concept of idol worship or believing in any other god other than the supreme god Allah in Islam has been considered to be sacrilege, and that has resulted in a lot of history being destroyed in the name of modern religion. The information that we have is limited to historical records, which luckily these civilizations always maintain, and we will be exploring one of the more popular symbolisms of Iranian mythology, which is the Huma bird. The Huma bird is a mythical bird of Iranian folklore and Sufi and Diwan poetry. Although it is believed to live in the sky, it never alights on the ground. According to some legends, the bird never comes to rest and lives its whole life high in the clouds. The bird is often referred to as a bird of paradise in Ottoman poetry. Early descriptions of the Paradisidae group portray the animals as having no wings or legs. The Conference of the Birds by Attar of Nishapur depicted the bird as a reluctant creature to embark on a journey, as it would supposedly compromise its kingship over those it flew. This concept is also used in Iranian literature as a metaphor for arrows. The feather-like features of the Huma bird were associated with the kingship-bestowing function in Indian mythology. In other words, the feathers on the heads of the rulers were believed to be the plumage of the bird. In Turkish folk literature, the bird has a prominent place. In some works, the creature is depicted as a symbol of great fortune. The Huma bird is believed to be a phoenix-like creature that consumes itself in fire every 100 years. It has the distinct characteristics of a female and male bird and is considered to be a union of both forms. Both male and female sides of the bird have one wing and a leg each. It is said that this unique bird spends its entire life in high sky. It gets down on the ground only to feed on bones. It breeds in the sky and lays eggs when in air. The eggs start falling down and traveling at a great speed towards land. Before the eggs hit the ground, they hatch in the air, and in the chick's downward journey, it develops its eyes. On reaching the vicinity of Earth, the chick becomes conscious. It gives out a shrill cry with the fear of dashing to the ground to encounter death. It stabilizes its movement and takes flight upwards towards the safety of its mother. Although predominantly known as Huma or the Huma bird, it is also known as Homa in Indian mythology. This is also related to the meaning of the word Homa, which is that of a sacrificial fire. This is in line with the tendency of the Huma bird to burn itself to ashes like the phoenix. Catching the Huma bird is considered to be beyond the imagination of most people. However, since it is believed that the person who kills it will die in 40 days, the capture is never attempted. It is also believed that if the shadow of the Huma bird falls on someone, he or she is blessed with good fortune. If the bird decides to sit on someone, it is considered to be an appointment of kingship. The Huma bird has been associated with the European griffin and inspired many stories and folktales that are popular even today. Iran Air, the official aircraft carrier of Iran, used the Huma bird as its insignia. The Uzbek coat of arms also feature the Huma bird. So, as you can see, the first character that we explore in Iranian mythology has its own magical sense of feeling. This is what all the mythologies around the world, especially the ones that we know very little about, tend to evoke in terms of emotions. We will be exploring a lot more of these characters from Iranian, Arabian, Sumerian, Mesopotamian civilizations and their mythology in the days to come. The excitement level is really high, and you will be in tune for a lot more surprises in terms of newer mythologies from various cultures that we aim to bring about in this podcast. Thank you very much for tuning in to another episode of Mythlok. This is your host, Nitin Nair, signing off by reminding you once again that Mythlok is the home of mythology.